everyone, my name is Sophie and I'm back today and I want to speak about mastering your emotions. So, in this life, we'll always meet people who know how to bring out the worst in us. They know how to bring out the anger and, the negative energy out of us. And I've noticed a lot of these people who are very provocative, who know how to make us really angry, are damaged people themselves. They're so wounded and injured inside that the best thing they know to do is to hurt other people. And they kind of feed off, that negative reaction, that anger that you elicit, they've managed to elicit out of you. They feed on that and it kind of gives them a good feeling, they feel like they've won. And normally it's not them, it's the enemy using them to get to you, and the devil loves that. He knows that once he captures our mind, once he gets us to react the way he wants, he's won the battle. Because it will, in the end, it will lead to a pathetic and successful miserable life. And the a lot of these people who hurt others are people who have not dealt with the pain. They have refused to deal with the pain inside. They have refused to forgive the people who hurt them, and so they live their lives trying to hurt people to feel, it kind of soothes their pain. So how do I master my emotions? How do I not let this person dictate how my day will go? Because they kind of dictate how we feel. They kind of dictate the mood, your mood for the day. Because once in the morning you maybe interact with this kind of person, and maybe they insult you, or they say something really bad to you, some hurtful or hateful things, it kind of changes your mood. And so maybe you had planned to do ABC, but you end up not doing because they've put you down, they've dampened your spirit, and they've led you to a place now you start complaining. At the end of the day you go home, you're complaining, so and so did this to me, so and so did this to me, so I couldn't do ABC because they did this to me, they made me feel bad. And you see all this complaining, it means you will not do what you wanted to do, and it leads to a unsuccessful day. And so how do we take control? How do we sit on the driver's seat and dictate? How do we not give the enemy the driver's seat? Because it's like giving him the driver's seat and then you sit at the passenger seat, and that is what I am refusing, to give the devil control. And one thing I've learned is that is not to hate these people who do these things to us. I'm learning that these people are being used, but they're damaged. One, number two, they're being used by the enemy to get to us. So not to hate these people, because it is the devil inside them that is using them, but and to, let's say somebody calls you stupid, how to the best thing I think I'm learning is to just walk away, and not just walking away, and it's telling them who you are. Telling them who you are, like, I am the righteousness of God in Christ, I am above and not beneath, and all the scriptures that tell them who you are in Christ, and then walk away. Once these people realize that you actually know you are, and I think this is very important for mastering your emotions. This is a very important point that I've learned, is one, knowing who you are in Christ. Once you know who you are in Christ and you're totally convinced, you are persuaded beyond reasonable doubt that you are what God says you are. You are intelligent, you're beautiful, you are smart, and quote all the scriptures that you know. Once you know who you are, even the enemy will have to let go. He'll stop playing. These people who are used by the enemy will have to let go, because they already know who you are, and that it intimidates them. When they know who they're dealing with a confident person who has discovered who they are in God. They let go because that feeling intimidates them. But once we allow them to tell us, once we allow the people's opinions to define us, now they win. So let's not let the enemy win the battle by knowing, as a Christian, know who you are in Christ. That's the number one thing that I've learned. Very important to know who I am in Christ, to actually tell myself, and to read the word. What does it say about me every day, and to speak those things to myself. And when somebody comes with something negative to tell me, or wants to tell me hateful things, is just to stop them right there and tell them who I am in God, and walk away, with my confidence up there. Because my confidence, I'm not getting my confidence from myself, but from God. Let me encourage you from the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. it says, above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. And it says, put away. In fact, the New Living Translation says, guard your heart because it directs the course of your life. So you see, if you don't guard your heart and you allow yourself to, release every negative energy from wherever because somebody has said something that has provoked you or their behavior is irritating, you see, it will direct the course of your life negative, because the heart directs the course of your life. You end up becoming negative yourself. The negative energy ends up, making you a negative person. 2, put away perversity from your mouth. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. And that's most of the time these people want to bring out perversity from our mouth. They want to bring corrupt talk and speech out of from us, and it makes them feel good. So, and then verse 25 says, let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Look straight ahead. Make level paths for your feet and take only ways that are firm. Then 27 says, do not swerve to the right or the left. Keep your foot from evil. The New Living Translation says, do not get sidetracked. And this is like the highlight for me. Do not get sidetracked. That is what the devil wants to do using these people. He always wants us to get sidetracked, because once you are negative, once they manage to elicit that negative reaction and they feel good, you end up feeling bad, you complain, you never do what you wanted to do, and you see the devil has won. You've gotten sidetracked. So I think to have a successful month, to have a successful day, month, year, you need mastering emotion is very important, and we need to and I'm trusting God to build that mental muscle, so that I'm able to rise above circumstances, rise above negativity, and be able to walk with the confidence of knowing that I'm the righteousness of God in Christ. I am complete in God, and that I'm above and not beneath, regardless of the circumstances, and it doesn't matter what anybody thinks or says about me. So I hope I've encouraged somebody, and God bless you. See you next time. Thank you.